What I saw that night, I can never forget it. Ellsworth Air Force Base, November 1977.
At the time, Mario Woods served in the Air Force on the Security Police Response Team in the 44th Missile Security Squadron. That night in mid-November, Mario and his new partner Michael Johnson were guarding a nuclear launch facility in a remote area of Ellsworth Air Force Base in rural South Dakota. The weather was freezing, the sky was clear.
And I just happened to look to the east and I see these lights. I didn't hear any motors whirring or nothing. I go, well, that's awful strange. So I thought, well, what could that be? All of a sudden this idea comes into my mind. Sometimes at sea, they would use lights instead of radio communication to talk to a sister ship. And I just went blip, 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 blip like that. And all of a sudden, the lights went off, lights went on, lights went off, came back on. I go, wow, that's interesting.
Mario called his partner outside and repeated the exercise. The lights in the sky blinked back again. When Mario tried a third time, the lights in the sky turned off and stayed off.
I said, well, I guess the show's over. And he didn't say anything. He just turned and started to walk back in.
Hours later, just after midnight, their flight security controller received a call. There was a major security breach detected at the November 5 nuclear launch site. Mario and his partner headed off to investigate the SIT-4 perimeter alert. They arrived to a scene that would change the course of Mario's life.
So we arrived at site just a few moments before 1 a.m. And there sat in front of us, or on top of November 5, an object that was the size of a Walmart building, sitting 10 feet in the air directly on top of a blast door of November 5 missile site, a Minuteman II 1-megaton weapon missile site, sitting motionless, quiet, no whirring motors, no anything. There's no cockpit, there's no access, there's no writing. All I saw was like an electrical discharge on the exterior of this gargantuan vehicle. I know it was a vehicle. So as we got closer to this thing, Michael Johnson never said a word. We pull up at a 45-degree angle. There's no way that I'm going on that site. The fear just came out of nowhere. That whatever fear I can describe was just everywhere for me. You know, we're humans. We can be afraid too, right? Something greater than us. I mean, and naturally it's going to invoke fear. When we pulled up, I remember saying, that's the object we were seeing. No comment from Michael Johnson, none whatsoever. All of a sudden, the light became so bright. Dust particles moving through the cabin like in slow motion. Out of nowhere, this black ball, it just shot out of nowhere. And it came right down in front of the hood. It just went right, left, up, down, stationary, moved, and then just went, and it was gone. I kept saying, Michael, what's going on? What's wrong, man? No answer, no nothing. I just sensed it. And there's four beings. There's three small and one tall behind the three. And they just approached me. They weren't walking, they were just gliding. And I hear in my mind, in my body, do not fear. The clearest resonance of a sound that I can't even describe how clear it was. All of a sudden I guess I was just out, completely out. And it was a flash. I opened my eyes, gasping for air, which was fine. I was in total blackness. And I said, Michael, I said, where are we? And now all of a sudden it's after 6, so we had 5 hours of complete blackness.
Mario and his partner were found miles from where they disappeared. There were no tire tracks or footprints in the deep mud surrounding the vehicle.
You can't just let it go. You have to have an answer.